Hello N fans out there on the NGN YouTube channel. You might remember my mug from a video yesterday, Blunty. This is Mark. Mark is the community manager for NVIDIA Australia and New Zealand. So hello Mark.
Hello Mark.
That joke never gets old. We have just come back from the Xbox conference as evidenced by these bands, which I don't know whether we can even get off yet. All I know is the one I wore from EA yesterday, I had to saw off my arm. But yeah, it was a fantastic conference. Right off the bat, everything ran smooth. It was free of, well, if I'm going to be honest, it was free of the usual kind of little bit awkwardness that Microsoft can sometimes have. It went really well and lots of great stuff, not just for Xbox, but for PC as well, which is relevant to us and you guys, of course, because you'll be PC gamers.
I think it's fair to say every title was like available for Xbox and Windows 10. It was almost every single title.
That was the line.
That
available
really
on exclusive Xbox One and Windows 10 was the tagline about almost everything they showed.
So you can see they're doing quite a big push towards the Windows 10 gaming, which I think is fantastic for us, obviously. I think the biggest highlight for me was that everything flowed so smoothly, and it just got better and better and better.
A lot of the demos they had, like for Sea of Thieves, where what they did is they got actual community players just to play it, didn't give them any guidelines, didn't give them a tutorial, just threw them in the game and saw how it unfolded. Really sort of showed how much fun could be had in that sort of open world pirating experience, and that made me really excited to play it more than anything else.
Well, it's a very unique art style, and when I first saw the game trailer, I thought, oh, this maybe might not be for me, but that demo made me smile and had a few tears because I was so impressed by it. So
yeah,
it looks
lots
like
of little fun moments and sort of what they call emergent gameplay when you randomly run into another crew and all kinds of stuff like that.
But you got to start off with the big one. They started straight away Gears of War 4. That's going to be a big one.
Which looked magnificent. Big roar from the crowd at the moment where, what was the line the woman said, you look like you need a lift or a pick-me-up or something.
Oh, yeah.
Stabbed him up on the gun and
shotgun.
Boomed off in the distance. That was wonderful. Lots of those little wonderful moments that you want from Gears of War, that little moment of brutal excitement as you just obliterate the enemy.
And I think it's a good way to get back into the franchise for people that haven't played Gears of War before. So this will, set place in the same universe. Marcus Phoenix is in it, of course. And I'm a big Gears of War fan, so I'm really excited to play this. 4K, beautiful.
One of the other things that really excited me, as some of you may know, if you know me, you know I love Minecraft. Yeah. So they did a big announcement on Minecraft, basically announcing you can play Minecraft, if you're on the PC, you can play with people on iOS or Android, or the Pocket Edition, basically, which the Windows 10 version of Minecraft is based upon. And Realms is now cross-compatible across all that. Realms has been available on the PC for a while, so it's basically an official server. Now you can do that on the Pocket Edition one, so you can play in VR on the Samsung Gear VR thing with someone playing on their iPad, with someone playing on the Windows 10 machine,
and someone on Xbox. Yeah,
it's exactly what Minecraft should be: community involvement, getting together with your friends, just doing whatever the hell you like.
Well, that was a pretty impressive demo. I don't think I've ever seen Microsoft do a demo where they have that many different devices from different companies on stage at once. And it ran flawlessly. Again, no errors, no issues, no glitches, which are always scary.
And the little world they were showing off looked fantastic as well, I have to say. As a Minecraft builder, I was very jealous of some of those builds.
And I think the other big one for me is Halo Wars 2. You've never played Halo Wars 1?
No, I think I played like 5 minutes of it at a friend's place. Someone said, all right, RTS Halo, pretty cool.
The funny thing for me, I'm not an RTS person. I remember playing Age of Empires once, not for me. Surprising, out of all the different RTS titles, Halo Wars did it for me. I think it's because of Blur Studios, who you guys all know from Deadpool, the lead creator of that movie, made Deadpool the movie. But they made those cutscenes in Halo Wars 1, so I'm not sure about Halo Wars 2, but I love the art style, I love the gameplay, the music, can't wait for that, and of course coming to PC.
The cinematic they led into that with was spectacularly impressive, and if you are not a fan of RTS titles, this is a window in because you know the Halo universe, you understand the factions involved and what a ghost is and all that kind of stuff, so it's a way to get in on that sort of gameplay style if you're not that familiar with. But the one that really got us both excited as Australians, which is why we're talking to this camera now, which is completely relevant to us, Forza.
Yes.
And you, Mark here, is a big fan of racing sim and racing arcadey type games. You're building your own little cockpit and everything, aren't you?
That's right. I mean, for me, Forza, I'm a big fan of the franchise. We now have Forza 6 Apex on PC, and I've interviewed the developers on Forza Horizon before, and at the end of the interview, I always ask, when are you going to add Australia? You can have kangaroos. They always joke you can run over the kangaroos, which you shouldn't.
One of the first things they showed today.
Honestly, my heart rate was okay, which was good, but I actually had tears.
I was sitting next to him. He squealed a little bit.
But I love it. I mean, to be able to drive around Melbourne and Sydney in real traffic, I think is going to be fantastic.
They were showing footage of races going through what looked like the Great Sandy Desert and stuff like that. And I've been to the Northern Territory. I've walked in the outback, and I was like, that looks exactly right.
I think when he
Nailed
said
it.
"Welcome to Australia," that just did it for me. Like, that's it.
If only they got an Australian out there to present it. Would have.
But the one thing they did not mention was anything about really VR for that particular title, and I think Forza Horizon 3 in particular would be a perfect game.
Racing
to
games
showcase.
is one of those ideal things for VR, so you're sitting inside the car. So I'm excited to see if somewhere down the line maybe that happens. One of the other things that Xbox are doing, which is really good for the community of gamers out there, is their community stuff. Getting players together, letting them find each other easier, letting them talk to each other easier, and again, across platform, Xbox and PC. And in those games that do let you play, you can play with your friend on their Xbox and you're on your PC. You can play together, you can chat together, and it's all one community. And it's really encouraging to see Microsoft doing that. As well, as you guys know, the whole PC master race and console peasants thing and the arguments and that, I want that to disappear. We are gamers, people. Let's just play together, have fun. Lots more to come from E3. It's only just begun. The show floor's not even open yet. We're just doing a few pre-show, the press conferences and stuff to get the ball rolling. In the next few days, you're going to see a ton of stuff coming at you through the NGN network from inside there, all the demos and bits and pieces. And I'm sorry, I have to calm down. I'm getting overexcited and ahead of myself. I'm getting breathless again. It's a fault, but I'm excited. You can read it on my face.
Nice. I'm excited. I mean, I've been to E3 a few times now. I think 6 times, 6 years in a row.
My
this
first
is your
time.
first, so enjoy. Yeah.